be privy to this. There's not a basketball court away if you walk there. So those, no question in my mind, but what this area is adequately served, if that means anything. And of course, we get into the economics, but to accept that I believe that alcohol is not a good economic development tool, and that's just based on the fact that I could have presented. Enforcement, my questions there, maybe I'm wrong in this, but I think that when you have keep adding permits, then it creates a greater enforcement problem. And if we had 1,600 residents of Craighead County who signed petitions in opposition to this, and about 14, 16 elected officials, and I didn't see anything where there was any elected officials in favor. And for that reason, I ask you to deny this permit.
Thank you very much, Bob. And, let me apologize if I seem to be frustrating you, but I've got, and this board has a responsibility to look and vote on those things. So when stuff just gets way sidetracked, I'm going to no option but try to bring you back and bring you back.
Yeah, and when we get through, we'll talk about that. I don't think it's I know you can.
Well, we have some other, we've got to do our administrative functions.
So, your frustration is not near as great as us.
No, I understand. I understand.
Very, very.
All right. Hearing no further evidence, then this was refused by the director on April 17th. I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Bignall.
Make a motion that we overturn the director's decision based on the following criteria. Of the 7 things that are laid out in there, I think that this gentleman and his club meet them perfectly. I believe in the file there were several letters written from community leaders that were in fact supporting him as a good corporate citizen. I think he will be a good corporate citizen, and I think this is a perfect area to put this in, and that's the reason the law was written this way. And so for those reasons, I believe it serves the public's convenience and the public's interest to grant this permit.
And I'll second it.
We've got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Chairman votes aye. It's no secret that, Jonesboro's always, Mr. Onger, it's no secret that Jonesboro, has a group of people that don't particularly care about alcohol in their community. They are good folks, but the law makes exceptions for private club restaurants now. You are the beneficiary of this. It is a privileged license. Should you not follow the rules, the regulations, as Mr. Hester points out on our overstretched enforcement people, your permit can go away. So I would encourage you to do the best job you can to run a good operation and continue to make the board proud of the decision it makes. Occasionally we have someone that doesn't, but do your very best to run a good operation. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And Mr. Langley, you want to do the administrative stuff? Thank you.
Thank you all. Moved down to the county.
Yes.
They've relocated, and but there's a.
No, this was the soccer club operation that became something else.
Yeah, Everett Country Club, and then something else, still pending. And
Are we asking to drop it?
their lawyers just trying to negotiate something down. It's pending in circuit court, and now Mr. Pickle wants to do everything in God's green earth to make sure they serve their 30 days, and it's currently on an active status, I think. Serve their 30 days and do the $2,000 fine. The attorney saying, well, we moved out of that county, and Mr. Pickle got his way, we relocated.
Yeah, but he owes a fine.
That's fine.
Thing. He owes a fine. I mean, it's gonna hold up.
Yeah, we'll probably just continue to see.
I don't necessarily care anything about suspend, what was it, suspension? How you gonna put a suspension on the new permit?
Well, it's the same
Not
permit, it's just been relocated, all that would occur, I mean, they've been close, they've been on inactive status for more than 30 days. They've been on inactive for a long time, and they moved out of the county or something. Y'all, whether you wanna allow me to, Milton and I, to negotiate out something else.
Well, I would certainly trust your judgment on that,
Yeah.
Mr. Director. Let's turn this completely over to the director.
I wish
Yeah,
we
I'm
could,
second
because they
that.
will dismiss their petition for judicial review.
Well,
So
look,
we'll-
I think we have good legal advice here, so whatever you feel is correct.
We just move on.
How many warning letters? Okay. So maybe I thought I saw something. But that's all.
Here's my back.
Okay, great.
Okay, is that it?
That's it. Okay.
Thanks, everybody, for coming. What's the next date? What's the date of the next
What? 18th of June.
18th of June? Michael, I'm gonna need to talk to somebody about the scheduling on that date. I've gotta be over at the health department,
Okay.
kind of in the middle of the day. So I'll talk to you about the
We'll make it
schedule.
work.
Bob, I'm sorry for driving you crazy.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna let you, ain't nobody gonna drive me crazy. I may be crazy to start with, but.
No, we're all,
I don't agree with that.
I don't dislike you a bit, but you make our lives very hard on what we have to do. Well, it's just when it's the right way, when it's the right way to do it. No. Well, if you can get your evidence and stuff to apply to the things, but it's just like statistics. You remember coming up for that time? You went down and stood in a restaurant and took a one-day snapshot of what something looked like. And, when you spin your wheels like that and tell us, then, we just get, golly, give us good meat here.
I believe he said he was city administrator.
Well, I haven't. I vote with you sometimes when I think the things are right. But, I can't match up enforcement at spring game.
He may not be present, he's so awesome. It was granted condition 5-0, they gotta fix up the building and do some.
Part of that is if you read the law, the state police, the county police, the city police are also come under my purview as enforcement. And if you talk to the chief of police in Jonesboro, who I talk to on a regular basis, they're doing just fine. Matter of fact, he said there has not even been a rise in DWIs, and he said that in public. And I'm finding that I'm getting them, and they're sending them to me. No, you've only sent me one. Chief of police is sending most of them, and I'm finding them because I read newspapers in Jonesboro every day. Yeah.
All right, be careful, be safe going back.
Well, the business plan was, they say it's not gonna get.
If I could get more money for more agents, I would.
Well,
But I can't.
it's not your fault, I'm not saying it's your fault, I'm just saying they're not there.
Not my fault.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna do whatever they need to do to get it, approved for occupancy. They've got to, just.
Just a second.
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving's next week, right? Okay. Any questions? Is that okay with everybody? Okay. Thank you, Gene. Okay. November. Here are the warning letters. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on the 1 o'clock hearing, I believe. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce this one. Captain Beer Bomb. Okay, Thai cuisine, I'll call it Thai cuisine of Jonesboro. Refused by the director on August 21st. You want to put us on the record, Mr. Langley?
I will.
Right here.
We're back on record for the 1 o'clock hearing. I think it's probably Sasabon Kataviravam, close enough. Sai-Tai or Sai-Tai, cuisine of Jonesboro's application for a crop flood permit.
Okay, Counselor, give me your name again.
Yes,
Paul. Thanks, just play one up here. Mr. Smith, thank you. Okay, Mr. Smith, you sat here during the last hearing, so I'm assuming you'll now be somewhat familiar with how this operates here. With that said, we'll tee it up and you can tell us what your client is looking for and asking for. I need to swear by you. And I appreciate you. All right, anybody who you hope to have testify, have them stand up, please. Bob, are you going to testify? Thank you. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give in this hearing is the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
Mr. Fuller, if I may, before we begin, as a housekeeping provision, our office made a motion for continuance